EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Pierce takes it straight ahead. Trucks over it. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 31 yards there and a first down. Right off the bat, a chunk play into enemy territory.
And I don't care how you plan for it. I don't care what you see on tape where you think you can get that type of a play. That's still a great rush and a little bit of a surprise to break off a run like that this early in the game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They fake the give. Newton. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. On second down, here's Pierce. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now Newton on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After the sack on first down, Newton. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. From 21 yards away. And the Texans are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back to Taylor on first down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They run once more with Taylor. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Ryan. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he's got some space here. Gets around him. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. On second down and 4, Ryan. And I think the ball's out, and the Texans scoop it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up.
And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
To throw again on second down. Newton. And he finds Howard complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Rodney Thomas gets to him for the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and 2, Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Grover Stewart in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
What's that? Great.
They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. A give for Taylor running right side. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 161 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Again, it's Taylor.
Room here to run.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now it's Ryan. His pass caught at the 4. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to run with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Ryan. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett from 6 yards away. And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Newton. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Newton to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Third and long. It's Ryan.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
So how about that? You draft him in the first round back in April, hoping he'll make some plays for you. And now look at this. Instant dividends. A pick six in his very first NFL game.
Put that ball on the mantle at home, young man.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan. Campbell making the catch. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
And the Texans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now it's Newton.
Open man there is Collins, complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up. So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
To throw is Newton. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 17-yard line.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. Now Ryan. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derek Stingley picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Ryan. They're connecting here with Pittman on the out route.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Malik Collins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. 4th down. Here's Ryan. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Boy, 208 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Play action. It's Ryan. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Ryan. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Matt Ryan now breaks the huddle. His guys will go for 2. They'll let Taylor try and run. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Out of the end zone comes Smith. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Throwing here, Newton. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.